What is my insight on Mel Daniels, and how different is the ABA from, I'm guessing you mean the NBA? Well, let's just talk about Mel Daniels first, because the important thing about Mel is that he was drafted to both the NBA and the ABA. Or less drafted to the ABA and more just like outright poached and signed. Because the ABA didn't start off with a formal draft year, they were just like, listen, if you can get anyone with talent, go get them. But in the NBA, the Cincinnati Royals drafted both Mel Daniels and Louis Dampier and then lost them both to the ABA. Those two guys, plus Oscar and Jerry Lucas, we probably look at the Royals as a couple-time champions. An important comparison point for Mel Daniels in the ABA debate is that in '68, his rookie year, the NBA's third best center was Zelmo Beatty. The '68 season and then the following year, '69 season, those are the last 2 years of Bill Russell. You've also got Wilt Chamberlain kind of getting near the end of his career, and this was supposed to be the next wave of centers coming in. Mel was supposed to be in that next wave. And I think it's pretty easy to say that had Mel just gone to the NBA in '68, he probably would have been the third best center off the bat. Zelmo does transition to the ABA, and it's Mel's personal life mission to just destroy Beatty in every game they play. And he's pretty successful. Now that said, the NBA's next wave of centers, they're a little bit delayed, but they come, and by 1970, we're looking at Willis Reed, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wes Unseld, and Elvin Hayes. And I know Reed was in the league earlier, but he was playing power forward. He kind of switches to center a little bit later, after the Knicks get rid of Walt Bellamy, who I guess could also have been in contention for the fourth best center or third best center in the league. I believe of the Hayes, Jabbar, Willis Reed, Wes Unseld group, I think Mel Daniels is somewhere between a Willis Reed and a Wes Unseld, in that he kind of does all of the little things. He will do the dirty work. There's a reason why he was over 16 rebounds a game at his prime. He's going to set a screen that will absolutely demolish a defender. When Mel arrived in Indiana, he was pitched on the idea of them being the Boston of the ABA and him being the Bill Russell of it. And that's kind of what he was. He took winning incredibly seriously. He would hustle and fight for every board, set hard screens, not much on offense, but he did have the pump fake and then fadeaway shot. And as a result, he ends up with 2 MVPs, 3 championships, and 4 All-ABA first teams. Now I know that doesn't explain much about the difference between ABA and NBA, but if we just compare his 3 championship teams to the 3 NBA championship teams, I do think the 70s Pacers take out the 70s Knicks. 72 and 73, yeah, I think Pacers probably lose to the Lakers and Knicks in those series. But the ABA versus NBA conversation is a much bigger conversation that I would need a lot more time for.